Hello, everyone. Welcome to Incredible Moments Caught on Camera, where ordinary seconds turn into extraordinary stories. Stay focused because the next moment may be something you never expect to see. A truck was swallowed when a massive sinkhole opened up in Mexico City. It took 12 hours and the help of cranes to bring it back to the surface. A sinkhole is truly a hidden killer. No one knows when it will appear or who might be in danger next. A single powerful wind gust in Ashford was enough to turn a peaceful patio into a pile of debris in the blink of an eye. Is your area experiencing strong winds or storms like California today? Comment your location below. A rare mid-air collision occurred, but fortunately, both the skydivers and the pilot were able to escape safely. A quiet neighborhood in Florida suddenly became the scene of a tragedy when a plane crashed right in the middle of the residential area. A plane collided with a paraglider in midair. I held my breath watching this moment, but luckily, the skydiver survived. Winter in Kemmerer turned black ice into a hidden trap, causing a vehicle to spin out of control on what looked like a harmless road. A road in Maine suddenly collapsed after a powerful storm as rushing water destroyed the underground drainage system beneath it. A sinkhole suddenly appeared in Chicago, believed to be connected to a cast iron pipe system that had existed for more than 100 years. Strong wind gusts in Orlando swept through a neighborhood, sending recycling bins flying across the street like toys.
Run! Run for your life!
In Newport Richey, a massive dust devil suddenly spun through a parking lot, looking almost like a miniature tornado. Thank goodness for the dog, otherwise this chicken might not have escaped.
He opened the door.
Bear, down! He's trying to open the door. Hey, no!
For these happy cows, comment and subscribe for more.
Oh my God. Freak. I have never had that happen.
Hey! Hey!
Go! Yeah! I'll
Hey!
run out the other door.
Hey!
Hurry, I'll run to the car. I've never had that happen.
A moment that reminds us of the dangers of uncontrolled machinery. Fortunately, everyone escaped safely. A university police officer in Illinois had a lucky escape when large glass panels suddenly fell from a building, landing just inches away from him. No one expected the ground in Omaha to collapse so suddenly. Fortunately, no injuries were reported. The vehicle probably never expected to take an unexpected trip underground when the road in the Bronx suddenly collapsed. At Capitolio, a massive section of cliff suddenly fell into the lake, creating chaos for the boats below. Tocopilla had never looked like this before, as the power of floodwaters submerged streets and vehicles.
It's getting worse, huh? You better hit it for the runway. Huh? You better hit it for the runway.
Honestly, this is a scene I would never want to witness from the passenger seat.
Yes, this come back.
The moment two aircraft collided left everyone in the stands holding their breath, but fortunately, all pilots escaped safely. This was the moment when a home camera in Philadelphia accidentally became a witness to a disaster in the sky. Experts. What could cause an explosion like this at an industrial waste site? Share your thoughts. Imagine you are shopping normally, and suddenly the floor beneath you collapses. What would you do? It looks like the ground here just created an unwanted underground parking lot. Unfortunately, nobody wanted to use it.
Astaghfirullah.
Major flooding turned a residential area into a sea of water when the river suddenly overflowed and swept away everything nearby. When an entire mountainside is altered to build a road, nature can still reveal its unpredictable power. An Italian fighter jet experienced a failure shortly after takeoff, but the pilot survived the terrifying moment. The sky above Aktau suddenly turned chaotic when an aircraft experienced trouble near the airport.
No. Go away.
It seems she believed that if she screamed loudly and fiercely enough, nature would eventually listen.
Hey. Hey, no. Hey. No. No. Hey. Hey. Stop it. Go away. Go. Enough. Hey. Enough. Get. Go. Go.
I could not believe this camera footage a neighbor's tree was actually broken by a buffalo using its horns. A shocking moment when a boat on the Shropshire Union Canal tilted and fell into a hole after a serious embankment collapse. It looked like just a flooded road after a water pipe failure, but underneath was a dangerous sinkhole in Cleveland. Beirut showed how a heavy rainfall event can completely change the rhythm of an entire city in a short time. Nature never repeats itself in quite the same way. What does this lightning glitch make you think about? The atmosphere at the Dubai Air Show became one of shock when a fighter jet crashed during a demonstration. A spark from a lithium battery turned a passenger's bag into an unexpected danger in the middle of the air. Someone was only trying to record heavy rain, but accidentally captured a moment that left everyone stunned. A terrifying moment when an earthquake suddenly struck, causing an entire house to shake violently. A sports field looked like a scene from a disaster movie when the ground suddenly collapsed into a massive sinkhole about 100 feet wide in Alton. This is how a sinkhole is repaired, removing the unstable soil, adding new materials, and gradually restoring the road surface to a safe condition. In Haute-Savoie, an entire section of a mountain suddenly collapsed, sending more than 10,000 cubic meters of rocks crashing down. Fortunately, no one was injured. Would you run for shelter with your family if lightning struck this close? Tag someone you'd want beside you? The driver was only seconds away from danger when a large tree suddenly fell right in front of him. terrifying moment when a passenger bus fell off a bridge in Sichuan, but it ended with a lucky outcome as all passengers were rescued. In Los Vilos, floodwaters swept away a truck, but rescue teams managed to save the driver in time. Sometimes kindness only requires one brave moment. This man saved a small life with his own hands. From an ordinary road, Kayuaman Road suddenly became the center of attention when the pavement collapsed without warning. Just one day after the incident, authorities arrived to begin repairs, gradually restoring Kayuaman Road to its original condition. It was June, but it looked like the middle of winter as unexpected hail covered a large area of Gansu in white. When the ground begins to move, humans can only stand and witness the enormous power created by nature. Residents suspect that an aging drainage system may have contributed to the sudden collapse of this three-story house. Do you usually watch breaking news like this as soon as it happens, or later when you have time? No one expected where the horse would appear from. A quick reaction turned a potential accident into a lucky escape. The scooter suddenly changed direction near Govan Baug vegetable market, but fortunately the rider remained safe after the collision. It was supposed to be a normal shopping trip for a father and son, but it suddenly turned into a disaster movie scene when the ground collapsed. Palm Springs is famous for sunshine and desert landscapes, but one flash flood was enough to remind everyone that nature is still in control. A powerful wave from the southwest suddenly rushed into a home, turning the room into an unexpected ocean view. This camera angle didn't just capture a plane crash, it captured the absolute shock of a disaster unfolding. Moving an aircraft on the ground can sometimes be more difficult than flying it through the sky. The way it charged forward made it seem like the turkey was showing off, proving it was the true owner of the yard. Comment 1 if you'd love a cuddle from this adorable koala. A normal day on Chuhai Avenue was suddenly interrupted when the road collapsed, revealing a huge empty space underneath. A frightening incident occurred when an underground pipe burst, causing the road surface to collapse and creating a sudden deep hole. His passion for volcanoes was so strong that he was willing to sacrifice a drone just to capture a few seconds of footage. Would you do the same? No one expected the wind to be this powerful. The cart was swept away within seconds, right in front of the camera. In Medina, the explosion was powerful enough to blast the road surface apart. But fortunately, everyone was safe. Heavy rain and extreme winds devastated Adams County, and a gas station was unable to withstand the force of the storm.
Global advertising.
I'm curious who the real instructor at this gym actually is. The weather was so hot that even the snake went searching for a cooler place, giving everyone quite a scare. Even ancient cities like Rome can face unexpected problems from beneath the ground. The ground suddenly collapsed in Lahore, creating a deep hole. But fortunately, those trapped were rescued safely. Would you keep riding in weather like this? What's the weather like in your area today? A massive white wall of waves crashed in, making both the challenge and the rescue extremely difficult. A dramatic rescue on a Las Vegas street where moments after the man was pulled out, the vehicle suddenly burst into flames.
It's under the car.
Nice. Watch out! Watch out!
Not every hero wears a cape. It's not a second sun, it's just light bending through the atmosphere, making the sky look like a Hollywood effect. They were lucky enough to witness a total solar eclipse, a moment that won't happen again for another 121 years. Maybe alcohol made him forget the danger. But this experiment revealed just how deep the hole really was. No one expected an ordinary road to swallow a vehicle within seconds. A powerful gust of wind and a neighbor's backyard item suddenly became an unwanted gift. Like if this Iceland glacier collapse amazed you, comment? Well, wow. If you saw it happen, and subscribe for more incredible moments. Heavy rain brought an unexpected visitor, a crocodile over 15 feet long, that wandered straight into a residential area. It looked impossible, but ibex mountain goats can climb straight up 40-meter dam walls just to reach essential minerals. The sky above Cabo Rojo lit up with a rare giant lightning strike reaching high into the atmosphere. Two different weather conditions appeared on the same road at the same time. That's the strange power of nature. A sudden sinkhole appeared in Yongsan, causing two pedestrians to fall in. Fortunately, they only suffered minor injuries. He thought he could simply drive through the puddle, but he had no idea a deep hole was hidden underneath.
先不要放手，地震。
The sound of the mountain echoed before the ground began shaking, leaving the group with no choice but to crouch down and stay calm. The feeling after an earthquake is impossible to describe when a place that was once a home is reduced to nothing but traces of destruction. A training session in Lethbridge suddenly turned into a terrifying moment when a CF-18 crashed and exploded. Pilots, how effective do you think an aircraft parachute can be in an emergency like this? Share your experience. The white car had just passed by when a sudden loss of control happened behind it, leaving everyone watching, frozen. Sharp instincts helped him react in time and avoid the oncoming vehicle by only inches. A rare incident occurred in Fukuoka when the road suddenly collapsed during subway construction. The camera captured an active sinkhole as the ground slowly lost stability and disappeared in an instant. The winds in Gretna were so powerful that even a large truck was easily knocked over. Portage, Indiana was hit by heavy rain and strong winds as branches were torn down along the streets.
Oh, there goes another one.
Strong winds violently swept through etching, while the person recording struggled to remain standing in the chaos. Even he didn't expect the door to break apart so quickly. Even he didn't expect the door to break apart so quickly. The moment he reacted, everything had already shattered in front of him. Sometimes, a little kindness can mean everything. Would you stop to help an animal in trouble? This isn't an ordinary pothole. It's a deep hole in the road that could put any driver in danger.
Ох, ебаный в рот нахуй. Вот ты, блядь.
A powerful rainstorm created a massive hole on the highway, and the vehicle passing by had no time to avoid it. A landslide occurred along NH-44 as rocks and soil from the mountain slope blocked traffic. Rain can nourish life, but when it exceeds its limits, it can also set entire mountainsides in motion. A brake failure turned a cement delivery into a terrifying escape right beside a ferry terminal.
Charlie passed Rob Holly, did not catch Bill Stein. Oh boy, got an incident.
At speeds above 300 miles per hour, even a small mechanical failure can eliminate every remaining safety margin.
Folks, again, please just stay back and let our emergency teams take.
I have never seen anything like this as the entire sky over Ibiza transformed into a magical moment. This is the firefall phenomenon in Venezuela, created when sunlight illuminates the scene. What looked like a simple obstacle on the road turned into an unbelievable chain of events involving this truck, all captured on camera. Heavy rain weakened the ground, creating a sinkhole more than 6 feet deep in a residential area. Fortunately, no one was injured. Who would you call first after a close call like this? Tag that person. While an earthquake shook the operating room in Kumamoto, doctors remained calm and continued protecting their patients. An explosion in the sky above Chelyabinsk shocked the world when a meteor exploded before reaching the ground. I've never witnessed anything like this. Lightning suddenly struck a tree right beside a house.
Holy.
Wet roads and poor visibility caused a truck in Houston to lose control in an instant. A single spark was enough to turn a few minutes of repair work into a moment nobody wanted to repeat. Perhaps fatigue or a lack of attention caused him to forget that a maintenance pit was directly beneath his feet. A sinkhole does not appear instantly. It is the result of underground soil erosion and instability over time. A normal school day suddenly became unforgettable when an earthquake caused the entire school building to shake. What time of day do you usually watch videos about landslides and extreme events? Just a few seconds more, and everything could have ended differently. A lucky escape on the street. Animals do not seek conflict, but when placed in stressful situations, their reactions can be unpredictable. A massive fire broke out in Seda Lombok, turning a traditional village into a chaotic scene during the night. A loud explosion shattered the silence when an industrial waste facility suddenly caught fire. The water completely hid the danger below. A sudden fall forced the vehicle owner to abandon the car and walk home. No one was injured, but the moment the ground collapsed was truly a nightmare for any driver. The power beneath the ocean near Sumatra awakened one of the most devastating tsunamis in human history. In just 6 hours, massive rainfall transformed the river into a raging torrent, flooding large areas. Deep in the wild, a gorilla showed surprisingly human-like emotions toward people. Comment 100 if you'd still watch this even without knowing what it is. Heavy snow and ice piled up until a store awning suddenly collapsed, but fortunately no serious injuries occurred. A close call as rocks and debris came crashing down, but luckily the vehicle avoided being swept away by the landslide. The rain exposed weaknesses beneath the road surface, causing a sudden collapse, but fortunately, no one was harmed. No one expected the familiar well to disappear in an instant when the ground beneath it suddenly collapsed. It wasn't a major storm, but a sudden downpour in Tokyo was enough to turn the streets into an unbelievable scene. A strange and unacceptable sight, thousands of tin cans scattered throughout a drainage channel in Jazan. A vehicle was suddenly swallowed by the road in Russia. After inspection, authorities discovered an old, abandoned well beneath the surface. A terrifying moment in Boca Raton when an aircraft experienced trouble and crashed into the waters near the shore. Rescue teams quickly brought the pilot safely back to land. A rare sight as hundreds of storks moved in perfect coordination, turning the sky into a living painting. Nature is an article. What does nature look like where you live? Comment your location. A frightening moment when he nearly fell underground after the ground suddenly collapsed beneath his feet. The road surface suddenly disappeared beneath the wheels, causing a serious accident and severe damage to the vehicle. One of the world's most famous volcanoes Stromboli awakened with impressive smoke columns and flowing lava. Rocks suddenly fell from the cliffs into Lake Ocean and Sea, creating a breathtaking yet powerful display of nature. The sky suddenly revealed a strange image looking like a gateway opening in the real world. Created by a gas drilling accident, the Darvaza fire crater has become one of the strangest sights on Earth. At Mont Saint-Énard, about 656 feet above the ground, even a light gust of wind could turn a rescue operation into a disaster. An 83-year-old fisherman in Michigan was safely rescued after his boat became trapped among dense reeds on Tawas Lake.
We're out with them.
Just want to send EMS.
Hey. Central. Number 6, we're...
A mysterious sinkhole appeared in a golf course in American Fork when underground water damaged the structure beneath the field.
As people walk on it. Whoa, whoa. Oh!
The road surface on Alexandria Street suddenly cracked and collapsed, creating a large hole in the middle of the road. Like and comment if you've never seen hail like this, and subscribe for more incredible moments. A storm swept across an airport in Italy, with powerful winds pushing small aircraft around as if they had no weight. One moment of losing control and a road in Wales instantly became a test of momentum and physics. One sharp turn and the materials being carried behind the vehicle immediately became a danger to the entire intersection. Thanks to its unique breathing ability, the climbing perch can survive for days outside water and travel through wet environments. Not magic. This is how liquids behave when they reach a perfectly stable state, creating an unbelievable visual effect. A rare sight at Lake Texoma, USA, as powerful water discharge created a massive whirlpool in the middle of the lake. Even from a distance, it looks terrifying. Nobody would want to be pulled into this powerful whirlpool. When nature speaks, humans can only stand and witness a force beyond their control. The earthquake struck at the worst possible moment when they were trapped with nowhere to go. What would you do in this situation? Thousands of tons of concrete and steel disappeared in moments as the old power plant in Virda was demolished using advanced techniques. A massive explosion created incredible force, throwing a tanker truck more than 1,000 feet away. The Honda launched upward as if trying to take flight, turning the racetrack into a breathtaking moment. I never thought waiting at a red light for a few seconds could become such a tense situation. In Yekaterinburg, the driver failed to notice the danger hidden beneath the water and ended up with an unforgettable car submersion. Without rescue equipment, only through teamwork and human effort, they managed to save the vehicle before it fell into a deep hole. After just one heavy rainfall, Riverside in General Santos witnessed the unpredictable power of rushing water. Caracas was flooded after heavy rain as the drainage system struggled to handle the enormous amount of water. Caracas was flooded after heavy rain as the drainage system struggled to handle the enormous amount of water. No one had time to react when the landslide happened, but this vehicle made an unbelievable escape. One careless decision can change everything in seconds. What lesson do you take from this? During heavy rain in Shinjuku, a manhole cover suddenly shot into the air as underground water pressure became too strong. An explosion created a powerful shock wave, causing the surrounding air to shake in an instant. The moment the road lost stability shocked local residents. Safety should always come first. A lucky escape as the vehicle managed to avoid the collapsing area just in time. Today, luck was on his side. More than an hour of non-stop rain turned the streets of Los Cangelones in Caracas into a tense flooding scene. Amid the silence of La Virginia Church, nature suddenly reminded humanity of its incredible power. Size does not determine everything. 3 tiny turtles proved the strength of teamwork. The wild is always full of surprises, but this time, the deer was given a chance to survive. No one expected a normal shopping trip to end with such a terrifying collision. Thankfully, everyone was safe. Those climbers were so lucky to escape. Who would you want by your side in a moment like this? At first, many people thought this was a scene from a movie, but it was actually a sudden ground collapse that trapped the vehicle. Perhaps the darkness hid the danger, causing the scooter rider to miss the massive hole in the road. An unbelievable scene as rocks and debris from the mountainside suddenly slid down all at once, turning the area into a dangerous zone. Not a Disney miracle, but the power of weather as strong winds and heavy rain swept across Epcot. A woman in El Paso was luckily rescued from a vehicle trapped in a sinkhole before the ground completely swallowed it.
We just passed through there, brother. Yeah.
A dramatic rescue off the coast of Chiapas, where 2 fishermen survived after drifting at sea for 5 days. No one was injured, but one cat definitely lost its confidence for a few seconds. I never thought a seashell could run away like this until I witnessed this incredible underwater moment. A dangerous situation on the road, but quick action helped prevent an accident and keep everyone safe. Water continuously swirling inside the sinkhole revealed the instability happening beneath the ground right before our eyes. When do you usually watch videos about powerful storms like this morning, afternoon, or evening? Severe flooding on the Wailuku River turned the water into a violent force, carrying trees that crashed into the bridge. A heartwarming underwater moment in Victoria, where a diver gently removed a hook from a fish's mouth and returned it to freedom.
Far away from shore.
Far from the coast of Mexico, an exhausted dog stranded in the ocean was rescued by fishermen and safely brought back to shore.
Es todo, Capi. ¿Qué vamos a hacer? ¿Llevárnoslo a pescar? ¿O lo vamos a dejar ahí?
Thank you for staying with us until the final seconds of this video. Share in the comments which moment impressed or surprised you the most. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more incredible discoveries in upcoming videos.